All right, good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are in the internet world. Welcome to another edition of Golden Independence. I just want to go over a few brief things with regards to this so-called Bitcoin crash, you know. But before we do that, we got to give you a little, we got to give you a little backdrop to the actual, the real underlying asset of this platform, which is my home. Yeah. This is where I live, ladies and gentlemen. This is where I live. Yeah, right here. Access. Access to peace. Yeah. Access to peace. How much is peace worth? Peace of mind. Yeah. You could have this too. You know, it's all about a mindset where you want to be in life. Do you want to be stressed out, pushing somebody else's job, somebody else's dream? Or do you want to be relaxed, peaceful, poised, with planning your own place in prosperity? Yeah. So, yeah, let's talk about this Bitcoin crash, people. Let's talk about it a little bit because it seems to be, you know, a lot of people are scared or whatever you want to call it, freaking out because Bitcoin is crashing and everybody's just trying to have something to say. Everybody's trying to put their hat in the ring as to where this thing is going. And quite frankly, when you're involved with the right opportunity whereby you don't care what the price is, right? Because right now I feel like, you know, uh, there's corporate companies who are like the big miners, the big mining companies, right? The big mining companies who are mining Bitcoin. They don't care about the price. They just want to mine the Bitcoin, and then of course they're selling the Bitcoin to make ends meet. That's why, you know, that's one of the reasons why we're seeing, and I've said this before. This is why we're seeing the drop in the digital asset space, which is Bitcoin primarily. So this is why we're seeing the drop. You know. However, the good news is this, ladies and gentlemen, that when you see yourself like the big mining institution or the big mining company, people who put up large sums of money to mine Bitcoin, um, we're doing it on a smaller scale with BitHarvest for as low as $100. Now, what this does is that this boosts the Bitcoin network, yeah, and we're also helping the Bitcoin network by being a part of a decentralized system like BitHarvest, because it also helps to protect Bitcoin, and it will also help protect against uh, a DDoS attack, that 51% attack, 51% attack. Sorry, 51% attack will be will definitely be virtually impossible to do now that we have cloud mining coming into play. So with cloud mining coming into play, when more people start downloading the BitHarvest or any other cloud network, it doesn't just have to be BitHarvest. I'm hearing of other decentralized networks and opportunities out there that are coming on board. I can only imagine that there's gonna be much more to come in the future, which just means that this operation or Satoshis is definitely going to be is definitely going to kick off the new millionaire. It's coming into fruition, right? The new millionaires of Bitcoin are going to be the Satoshi miners and those who got involved with the cloud mining early. Yeah, I'm starting to see that more and more when I look at the crypto news and when I look at uh, even the so-called mainstream media when they're trying to find out what's going on, right? And especially with this ETF craze, I'm going to say this again: the ETFs, they are not trading Ethereum back and forth, ladies and gentlemen, right? So you could rest assured that when you heard things about the Bitcoin ETF, Ethereum ETF, yada yada yada, these things are not going to have a they do not have a direct effect. They don't even have an indirect effect on the price of Ethereum. It doesn't. They're not even correlated in any way, right? Because the people who are trading the ETFs, they are not trading the actual physical asset. They do not have it, right? It's equivalent to the ETF gold and silver. They're not trading. None of those people who are trading, they do not actually have control over the Ethereum, right? It's an ETF certificate. It's a certificate that says that you have Ethereum, but you don't. You really don't. They can't take it and move the Ethereum to a MetaMask or to a separate platform or even to the cold storage wallet, right? So if you're somebody participating in these ETFs, Bitcoin ETFs or Ethereum ETFs, the one thing that you should know is that you are not dealing with the actual physical, not physical, but you are not dealing with the actual digital asset itself. If you cannot move it to a hot wallet or a cold wallet, if you can't move it to your own personal wallet, then you are not in control of it, right? You are doing another activity. You are definitely not trading crypto. And so please shut off any news that you're hearing about ETF. It's only going to confuse you, especially if you're just coming into this space. Turn that trash off. Turn off that trash about ETFs. Don't bother yourself with it because it's so much information that's coming out right now and a lot of changes that are happening. Magnificent changes and in quick succession, right? High speed. Things are not moving. Things are not taking years to implement. All right. Now with AI and digital assets, hey, the big boys are paying attention. Okay, and they're trying to crack the whip on everybody else in the game, right? A particular senior judge. I was reading how a particular senior judge was speaking at a bar association here in Bermuda, right? They were speak and hey, you could Google it yourself. Type in, Google it, right? A certain senior judge. I'm not going to give all the information. A certain senior judge met the Bermuda Bar Association, gave a speech, and said, "Hey, you guys," was telling all the members of the bar, the lawyers, "You guys need to get with the program." That was his words, not mine. That was his quote, telling the lawyers to get with the program. They need to uh, get up to speed with AI, bringing these laws into play with digital assets and AI technology. They need to be updated with these laws. They need to get with the program, come alongside because the world, right? He said because the world, in terms of the shipping, they're starting to implement these things. They're starting to implement AI technology and digital assets, the technology of digital assets in their daily uh, processes. And if lawyers are not up to speed, they're going to find themselves way out of back or behind or being a follower, whereby Bermuda is poised to be a leader, right? Bermuda is poised to be a leader in the digital asset and fintech space. This is what was being said, touted. But it just goes to show you could be at the head of something, and somebody could tell you that you're at the head of something, and that you have a wonderful thing. However, if the lawyers that are in the Bermuda bar uh, are still unaware, like it's still going in one or out the other. Why? Because they're not involved in crypto. They still don't understand it. They still can't wrap their minds around it. Why? Because they've already been indoctrinated. Because people like lawyers, people such as, not like lawyers, but people such as lawyers, and that have immersed themselves in the traditional finance scheme of things, they really have a hard time with processing the decentralized opportunities which are within the digital asset space. And digital assets have grown to a point whereby, you know, the current status quo of lawyers, they have to pay attention to it. And it's either sink or swim, or else AI is going to take their place. He was actually referring to how AI, how there's going to be a digital, right? This gentleman, this senior judge, right, from the UK, that is, spoke about how there's going to be, right, a digital justice system. Digital justice system. And think of it, once all the laws are in place and put in there, things will be, he was talking about how things will be sorted from a digital standpoint. So if you're being charged with something, and they're saying, like, with very little factual evidence, which is concerning, right? It's concerning. But you could put in little factual evidence, and the AI will sort out whether or not if you're guilty. They'll put all the laws into the AI, and you submit your thing as a defense, I guess. You submit your thing, what happened, took place, blah blah blah, and they're gonna submit the stuff, the prosecution, and AI will make the determination if you're guilty or not. Because what he's saying is that AI will be able to make a decision more effectively than a person. Okay. Right? But here it is. The technology is out there, and it will replace lawyers. It will replace accountants. Yeah? It's gonna upset a lot of people, ladies and gentlemen, in the realm of finance. Right? It's going to replace a lot of middle management, and especially the the end worker, the low end worker. It's going to affect them too, right? The first entry position. You see what I'm saying? So stay up, ladies and gentlemen. Stay up to date, but stay relaxed. Yeah? Because we are in a fight, and the person who's the most relaxed wins. Yeah? We are in a financial fight right now. And all we have to do is stay the course. Just stay the course. So that's all for now. Thanks for tuning in. If you want to know more about BitHarvest, click on the link in the description box below. Yeah, and check it out. It's free to sign up, but if you want, however, if you want the BitBooster, then fractional ownership would require $100 in USDT, whether on the Ethereum chain, Binance chain, or Tron. And now, side note, for all those if you didn't know, Solana is now on Tether. So Tether has a stable token with Solana. So on the Solana network. So there's a Tether Solana, if you didn't know. So how about that? So there's your little crypto update. So those of you who thought Solana was fake and a scam, because I'm seeing that all around the crypto space. See, this is why I have faith in my project, because a lot of people say that the Mindbase project is a scam. It's just not our time yet. Not to say that Mindbase is going to have a tether. I wouldn't want a tether for Mindbase. I appreciate the fact that Mindbase has a tether pairing, right? Tether is paired, so you could cash out on an exchange with your Mindbase, right? So you could go to an exchange, sign up to an exchange where Mindbase is, and like at this point, you know, I see Mindbase as a store of value. So, you know, you could park your money in Mindbase at an exchange, and whenever whenever, you know, the market goes up, hey, it's right there for you, because we're already at 2 cents stable. It's not going to go any lower, and we're in a bear market. Think of it. We're in a bear market right now, and we're still holding on. We're still holding at 2 cents, at the 2 cent level mark. That's incredible, right? Where all the other cryptos are getting washed out, right? Crypto, like everybody's having a bad day, especially in the altcoin. But not Mindbase. Mindbase is solid, right? It's holding. It's performing as a store of value at this present time in a bear market, in a crypto bear market. Let that sink in. And while that's accruing, right, and gaining more and more in value as more tokens are being released out of the system, as we harvest and create tokens and mint tokens through the Mindbase system and protocols, we're doing our part in the community of creating value. Yeah, and also holding and staking, right? My staking term is almost to an end in terms of, you know, getting extra tokens, more tokens, etc., etc. I'll give you an update to that once my staking contract ends. I'll do a video about that regard. Yeah, but yeah, man, it's a beautiful time right now. You know, I'm gonna get in this water, and thanks for tuning in. Enjoy. What's up? Peace.